This thing I don't think has ever been cleaned. Bird feathers, some dog hair, some cat hair. So that's all gonna have to be replaced. That's a nice bird's nest in it. Doors rotted out, drywall seam is cracking. Holes in the tub. This bathroom's getting completely gutted as well because there's water damage. All right guys, welcome back to Mr. Post Frame. My name is Paul and this is the whole house remodel. I have a little over a month before I have to move in here and I have a lot to do. But today I'm going to clean out the flue on this gas fireplace. It has years of bird nests built up into it. And if I hadn't noticed that, this would have been a real fire hazard. And then I'm gonna show you how I prep this wall for Versetta stone and a wood mantle. Before we get started, make sure you guys check out our DIY Pro group. It is a great community of other self-builders, other self-DIYers. Our whole business model is to help you guys build and reach your dreams. So make sure you check that out, but let's go ahead and jump into the show. All right guys, we're just going through a punch list and I gotta get this wall ready for Versetta stone. I'm waiting on some stuff for closets and waiting on some LED tape light, things like that. So I'm gonna go on to prepping this wall. I gotta put 1/2-inch plywood up over this whole wall. I wanna add an outlet up here. But if you remember back when we first bought this place, the vent for this gas fireplace was plugged with a bird's nest. So what I wanna do is I wanna clean this all up and then I wanna turn it on and make sure it works before I go to the effort. So I got the door off. Got all the fire bricks out. And this is really disgusting, by the way. I mean, if you look at that. And that's awful. And then if you look up the flue, you can see where the bird nest starts up there. So I'm gonna go outside, take that off, try to get this all cleaned out, vacuum this all out, get this all blown out. And we'll get this thing fired up, make sure it's working, and then we'll go ahead and do the plywood. Just happens to be like freezing cold out here, but I gotta get this done. Probably should have done this when it was warm. Oh my God. You want to talk about a house fire waiting to happen. That is completely plugged. You can see that is completely plugged. I'm gonna take this apart and take it inside and clean it because it's too dang cold out here. All right guys, I got all of that thing taken apart and got it all unplugged. I brought all the parts inside, cleaned them. And so we're in good shape that I can put that back together, but it is like so cold, below zero wind chill. So I can't last out there very long. So I'm gonna get out there, get as much done as I can, take a quick break and then go back out. But should be able to fire this thing up here in a few minutes. I just gotta remember how to put this thing all back together. I'm gonna vacuum while I let my fingers warm up. God. Maybe the third time is the charm here. It goes like... All right, guys, you can see how much better, how much cleaner this all is. That is night and day difference. We're gonna go ahead and fire this thing up, test it. So we're gonna turn gas on, turn this to pilot. All right, so got the pilot on, we'll hit the switch. All right, so that's low. And that's high. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off. Turn the gas back off. So now that we know it works, I'm gonna go ahead, stack these logs in here, and there is a certain way you can get on a website and it'll tell you how they stack in there. So that's how they're supposed to be stacked in there. And then I have volcanic rock that I'll put in here. I'm not gonna put it in here right now, but that helps disperse the flame. But they actually have this set up to maximize the flame. We are going to be starting the prep on this wall you see behind me for Versetta stone. It's something I like to incorporate into my personal homes. And I'm gonna cover this whole wall in Versetta stone. So right now it's currently got drywall. I wanted to add an outlet above this fireplace. So I went ahead, cut the drywall out, ran my wire, got my outlet in, tested it, got it all buttoned back up. Now we are gonna add 1/2-inch plywood over this so we have something to fasten all of our Versetta stone to. So this is 36 inches across here. And so what I typically like to do is take my hearth, take my mantle about 6 inches outside the edge of this in a situation like this. So I kind of marked out a mantle location on the wall, and then I have my minimum 12 inches of standoff from the top of the firebox to the mantle. And then I added this outlet up here. I have to put plywood on the wall, and I was thinking about how I could trim this out, and I've done this before. I take 1.5-inch angle, 1/8 inch angle, and it'll overlap this firebox by 1 inch. And then I'll be able to screw it in to these studs. So I'll get it cut, drill holes, and then it'll get screwed into the studs behind the wall here. And that way, if this ever needs to be serviced or taken out for some reason, all you have to do is pull the screws out of this angle, pop it off, and then you could take this box out here. I've went ahead, marked that all the way around so I can run my plywood up right to there. Should only need 5 pieces for this wall. The ceiling is 8 foot, so that's 4 pieces up to there, and then I should be able to get that up there with 1 piece. So we'll see how it goes. 64 1/8, 64 1/4, 22 3/4, 25, 22 3/4, 25, 11 7/8, 15 1/2, 7/8. We got a couple shims to put here on the floor to set this off the floor. Dang, I look pretty perfect on my line. And this is not exactly 16 on center. They have like a 4-ply right here. I'm guessing that has to do with something with the fireplace bump out. Oh. Getting these bottom two pieces secured. And here's another quick, easy use for my green line laser. I've got my screws in at the top, so I can just line that laser up, run my screws, and then move it to the next one. Run it right through the center of that one up there. I'm going to seam it on this stud right here so that I can end my pieces. So I'm just going to make sure there's a stud that goes all the way up there. Yep. Can put one more big one up, which is 88.5. Okay. So my wire comes across here, even though it's in the studs. I don't want to take a chance. I'm using longer screws. Now we got to do that up there. Should only take one piece. All right, so I'm not sure if you can see that laser. Let me see if I shut the lights off, you can see it. Oops, that's the wrong one. There, now maybe you can see it. You can see there now, the laser goes right up to the peak, and it just happens that there's a stud there. So that worked out good for me. So I should be able to do that top section with one piece, because both of these were less than 96 and they are 44 and an 1/8. I'm gonna have to get a taller ladder to get it all screwed, but I think to get it up here, I can do this one. All right, I have my next piece cut, and I only wanted to buy 5 pieces, so I'm gonna have the opposite side of the plywood facing out. Before anybody says anything, know that it bothers me too. But it wasn't worth another 20 bucks. All right guys, so I have all this plywood up here, and so I am pretty much ready for Versetta stone. A couple things I need to do is, one, I need to wrap this little beam here first so that I can butt my stone right up to that. So I'm gonna have to ask Emily what she wants on this beam and on this post here. So I can get that done, and then the stone go up. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to mount some brackets for my mantle, so then I can build my Versetta stone around it. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'll show you how I do that. All right, so I want a minimum of 12 inches above the fire box. So I'm gonna I'm gonna mark that right there. So that's the minimum distance. And so what I use is I use these black pipe bases. I'm gonna mount, I can see my mark right here, so I'm gonna put, so that is right in the center. And then I want 2 screws going in to the stud here. So I'm seamed right on the stud. I know I can have 1 right there. I should be able to get 4 in here. 1 right here and 1 right there. So that will give me 4 points to mount my mantle to. All right, so I just need to make sure the laser's right across the top of that. As you can see, all I did was mount my laser and then run those right underneath the laser so they're all perfectly in line. And then what I'll do is I will get, make a template to put on the back of my mantle, and I will drill holes and then bring that in here and I can slide it on. This one I probably won't, but when I do really, really big mantles, I'll drill a hole down through the mantle and in here and just put a pin so it can't slide off, but I'm not sure I'll need it on this. I'll just kind of see how it goes. Also got some of the Versetta stone laid out. You can have it set off the floor, just about an 1/8 inch, so it doesn't affect the floor. And then Emily and I talked about this, and we're gonna go without a hearth. Just because this room is so small, we're thinking that without a hearth, it'll give us, maybe feel like it's got a little bit more room in here and it won't impede anything. And then we'll do the mantle, and then we'll have a TV up above the mantle. I mean, that's the size of the room. It's not a huge room, but this wall is gonna be a nice focal point when you walk in. Have football games on, whatever else. We don't watch a ton of TV, but can watch Mr. Post Frame up there. All right, guys, that's just so I'm gonna put my outlet cover on, and then I will trim this out with stone, and that's just so you won't see the plywood color if there's any little gaps or anything. I would love to hear what you guys think. I like to have at least one feature wall where I spend a lot of my time. I'm drastically reducing the cost of what it would be if I had to pay somebody. And when I go to sell this, I will be able to recoup that money. I think it's gonna be that amazing. We still have a really awesome macro air fan to install. So this space is really going to come together once all the finishing touches are in. All right, guys, that's gonna be a wrap on today's show. Make sure you come back to check out and see how this wall turns out. I have a lot of finishing touches left to do, and like I said at the beginning of the video, I have a little over a month before I need to have this done so we can move in. And I'm hoping for the first time in my life, I can move into a house that is finished. It's always been my goal to do that, and I have yet to been able to accomplish it. And there is a slight chance I might be able to make it happen on this. So make sure you come back, check it out. As always, we appreciate you guys watching. Share us to your friends. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and don't stop dreaming.